Question: what am I doing in the load files screen? Answer: I forgot a cutscene plays after you defeat your 4th robot master. So let's get on with it. Roll! Oh, it's you, Mega Man. Thanks to you, I was able to create a prototype cure. Once we have all the pieces to the machine, we can start mass producing the medicine. I think everything's going to be okay. That's great news. I'll go back out there and get those missing pieces. Before you go, Mega Man, are you sure you're not suffering from any symptoms of Roboenza? No, I'm great. Use the medicine you have on those who really need it. Well, if that's what you want... Yeah, I think Proto Man's expression says it all. About as trustworthy as a snake, Dr. Wily is. Nevertheless, we've got a job to do. And if Pokemon weaknesses have taught me anything, it's that water is super effective against fire. Ipso facto, there go ergo, our next target is Solar Man. I gotta say, I like the sun floating above him. Very cool. Solar Man's stage is similar to Pump Man's in many ways. But before I talk more about it, that enemy we destroyed was a Yonbane, and I did not look where I was going. Yonbanes will split and divide, and the line indicates how they split. So this one moves vertically. I believe the English translation of Yonbane is 4, which makes sense seeing as how they can split into 4 and swarm you. You'll want to take them out before that happens. And this conveyor belt is the first of 2 main gimmicks in Solar Man's stage. We are quite familiar with conveyor belts from Mega Man games past. Okay, right here is a Sola Zero. It shoots fire at you. It's supposed to be a sunflower, but I'm sorry, it looks like a lamp. I can't be the only one who thinks that way. And I jumped right into those Changkeys, who are the other main gimmick in this stage. In a way, those Changkeys remind me of Fireman's stage and how they used to fall out of the chute. So I guess Solar Man's stage is Fireman's level 2.0. Except there are a couple of key differences, one being the Yonbanes, and another being a mini-boss! Say hello to Suzak and Fenix. They'll throw fire at you and they will also rush you. Does that sound familiar? It should, because that's the exact same attack pattern Heat Man used in Mega Man 2. So in a way, you're kind of fighting 2 Heat Mans. It's pretty simple once you get the pattern down and if you pay attention to where the flames fall. Both of them are easy to take out with the Meg Buster alone, but I did get singed in the process. Solar Man's stage is fairly straightforward, but with some tricky sections. Again, exactly like Pump Man's stage. Oh, jeez! I need to pay a little more attention to where those Changkeys are coming out from. Wait until they go to the bottom, then jump ahead and climb up. Like Pump Man's stage, this one can also be quite tricky for base because of the enemies not taking much damage from his Buster. Ah, yes! That health is just what the doctor ordered. Alright, let's bounce up and grab that bolt. We're about halfway through the stage, and So far it's been fairly easy, I've just been impatient. That's the problem here. Now if you're good, you can actually speed run through this section. I unfortunately am not that good, as evidenced by my constantly getting hit. Ah, thank you for the help. It's just what I needed. Now, if you're playing as base, you can dash through these conveyor belts with relative ease. But again, watch out for the Sola Zeros, and pay attention to which direction the conveyor belts are moving. Because if you're not paying attention, then that's a one-way trip to the lava, and nobody wants that. I gotta say, these enemies are being very generous with the health. And for that, I am appreciative. Now I do get an E-tank, but unfortunately I can't break through that wall. In order to do that, you need Commando Man's weapon. So it looks like we're gonna have to take the tough road through all of the Changkeys. Dodging them isn't so much of a problem, it's the fact that you have to do it on a ladder. And I just need to reorient myself. Okay, somehow I avoided that. That's nice. I actually didn't know there was a safe spot for me. Oh! I tried to make a break for it and failed miserably. I am not doing very well on this stage, and that's mostly due to my own impatience. Yeah, you just gotta wait for it to go until you have... Yes! I made it. Now, we've seen those Watriots at Blade Man's stage before. Just remember to shoot them down before the missiles start getting out of control. In fact, that's a good rule of thumb for this stage as a whole. Shoot things down before they get out of hand. And unfortunately, those Changkeys are blocking my shots whenever I try to take down those Sola Zeros, but that doesn't matter, we finally made it to the end zone. So through the end gates we go to meet Solar Man. Okay. Sunshine here is going to attack with beams of energy that fall down. Now generally, I like to stay in the middle of the stage, because if you go to the end, he can box you in quite easily, and that's where you run into trouble. You'll want to try and keep your distance from him, but also at the same time stay close to him. The water shield utterly destroys him, as you can plainly see. But if you're doing this buster only, pay attention to how he jumps and where the fireballs land. And that makes weapon number 5. You got a new weapon, the Solar Blaze. This fires a flaming shot which spreads, and although there is a delay, it can actually be quite useful. Okay, I'm gonna see you on easy and hard mode. Until then, first up, easy mode. And spoiler alert, Solar Man is an absolute joke, especially with the water shield. As you can see, his sun starts a lot smaller, and that's something I forgot to mention during the playthrough. If you're using the Mega Buster, avoid hitting his sun because it'll get bigger and the shots will get bigger as well. Alright, here we go with hard mode. And for the most part, this battle is the same with a few key differences. For starters, his sun begins really large. So that means the attacks are going to be large too. He also gains a new attack where he jumps to one side and fires 4 suns up in the air. But I took him out before that happened. So, I think we're going to end the video here. See you guys next time.